Welcome to Storyloom English. I'm so excited to share today's story with you. Today, we're going to dive into an A2 level English story that will help you practice past tense verbs, everyday vocabulary, and natural conversation. Our story is called The Lost Wallet, and it follows Maya, a young woman who discovers that sometimes the worst situations can lead to the most wonderful surprises. This story is perfect for elementary English learners who want to improve their listening skills while enjoying an engaging tale about honesty, kindness, and unexpected friendships. As we go through this story, pay attention to how we use past tense verbs like walked, found, and decided. Also, listen carefully to the dialogue between characters. This will help you understand how native speakers communicate in real situations. After the story, we'll explore some key vocabulary words that appeared in our tales, and I'll explain their meanings and how to use them in your own conversations. So grab a comfortable seat, maybe a cup of tea or coffee, and let's begin this beautiful journey together. Maya walked quickly through the busy city center, checking her watch every few seconds. She was already 15 minutes late for her job interview at the local bookstore. The morning had started terribly. First, her alarm clock didn't ring, then she spilled coffee on her favorite dress, and now she was running through the streets in her second-choice outfit, hoping to make a good impression. As she hurried past a small park, something caught her eye on the ground near a wooden bench. It was a brown leather wallet, lying open with several bills scattered around it. Maya stopped immediately and looked around. The park was almost empty except for an elderly man feeding pigeons near the fountain and a jogger listening to music with headphones. She picked up the wallet carefully and collected the scattered money. Inside, she found an identification card with the name Robert Chen and a photograph of a middle-aged man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. There was also a picture of a young girl, probably his daughter, and several credit cards. Maya's heart raced as she realized what she had to do. She could easily take the money. There was almost $300, and no one would ever know. She really needed the money too. Her rent was due next week, and she had been struggling to find steady work for months. But as she looked at the photo of the little girl again, she knew she couldn't keep what wasn't hers. She decided to find Robert Chen and return his wallet, even though it meant she would definitely miss her job interview. Maya opened the wallet again and found a business card tucked behind the credit cards. Robert Chen, Manager, Sunshine Elementary School, it read, with an address just 10 blocks away. She immediately changed direction and walked toward the school, her job interview completely forgotten. When she arrived at Sunshine Elementary, the secretary at the front desk smiled warmly. "Can I help you?" she asked. Maya explained the situation and showed the wallet. The secretary's eyes widened with surprise and relief. "Oh my goodness! Mr. Chen has been looking everywhere for this. He lost it yesterday on his way home from work. Please wait here, I'll call him right away." Within minutes, a man appeared in the hallway, walking quickly toward the reception area. It was definitely the same person from the photo in the wallet, though he looked much more worried than in the picture. When he saw Maya holding his wallet, his face immediately brightened with an enormous smile. "You found it! I can't believe it! Thank you so much!" Robert said, his voice filled with gratitude. "I was so worried. This wallet has everything. My driver's license, credit cards, and most importantly, the only photo I have of my daughter from her first day of school last month." Maya handed him the wallet and explained how she had found it in the park. She also mentioned that she had collected all the money that was scattered on the ground. Robert opened the wallet, checked everything, and shook his head in amazement. "Everything is here. Even the $300 I withdrew yesterday for my daughter's school trip. You could have easily taken this money, but you chose to do the right thing instead." As they talked, Maya learned that Robert was not just a school manager, but also a father, raising his 8-year-old daughter Emma alone after his wife passed away 2 years ago. He told Maya about how difficult it had been to balance work and parenting, and how much that photo meant to him. Maya shared her own story about looking for work and struggling to pay her bills. She even mentioned the job interview she had missed that morning because she decided to return his wallet. Robert listened carefully, and then something wonderful happened. "Maya," he said thoughtfully, "I don't think it's a coincidence that you found my wallet today. We actually have an opening here at the school for an administrative assistant. The position involves helping with student records, answering phones, and supporting teachers. Would you be interested in applying? I can tell from your honesty and kindness that you would be perfect for working with children and families." Maya couldn't believe what she was hearing. She had missed one job interview, but her act of honesty had led to an even better opportunity. "I would love to apply," she said excitedly. "Working at a school sounds wonderful." Robert smiled and invited her to his office to discuss the position in detail. As they walked through the colorful hallways filled with children's artwork and positive messages, Maya felt a warm feeling in her heart. She had made the right choice. And sometimes the universe rewards good decisions in the most unexpected ways. 2 weeks later, Maya started her new job at Sunshine Elementary School. She loved working with the teachers, helping families, and seeing the children's happy faces every day. Robert became not just her boss, but also a good friend. He often invited her to join him and Emma for lunch, and Maya enjoyed hearing about Emma's adventures at school. On her first paycheck, Maya found a handwritten note from Robert. "Thank you for reminding me that there are still honest, good people in this world. Your kindness made all the difference." Maya kept that note on her desk as a daily reminder that doing the right thing, even when it's difficult, always leads to something beautiful. She had learned that honesty isn't just about returning lost wallets. It's about being true to your values, even when no one is watching, and trusting that good actions create positive energy that comes back to us in wonderful ways. Now, let's explore some important vocabulary words from our story that will help you in your English conversations. First, we have the word scattered. When something is scattered, it means it's spread out in different directions, not organized in one place. In our story, the money was scattered around the wallet on the ground. You might say, "My books are scattered all over my desk," or "The leaves were scattered by the wind." Next, let's look at impression. An impression is the feeling or opinion someone has about you when they first meet you or see your work. Maya wanted to make a good impression at her job interview. You can say, "I hope I make a positive impression on my new neighbors," or "His presentation made a strong impression on the audience." The word steady means regular, stable, or continuous. Maya had been looking for steady work, which means she wanted a regular job with consistent income. You might hear, "She has a steady boyfriend," or "The rain fell at a steady pace all day." Gratitude is a feeling of being thankful and appreciative. Robert felt gratitude toward Maya for returning his wallet. You can express gratitude by saying, "I want to express my gratitude for your help," or "She showed her gratitude with a warm hug." Finally, coincidence refers to when two things happen at the same time by chance, without being planned. Robert thought it wasn't a coincidence that Maya found his wallet on the same day the school had a job opening. People often say, "What a coincidence," when something surprising and unexpected happens that seems too perfect to be just chance. What a beautiful journey we've shared today. Maya's story teaches us that honesty and kindness are always the right choices, even when they seem difficult in the moment. Sometimes we face situations where we could benefit from being dishonest, but choosing to do the right thing often leads to rewards we never expected. Maya could have kept the money and attended her original job interview, but instead, her honest decision led her to an even better opportunity and a meaningful friendship with Robert and Emma. This story also shows us the importance of community and how our actions affect other people. When Maya returned the wallet, she didn't just give Robert his money back. She restored his faith in human kindness and helped him feel less alone in raising his daughter. In return, Robert gave Maya not just a job, but also a sense of belonging and purpose. As you continue your English learning journey, remember that every new word you learn, every story you understand, and every conversation you have is building towards something wonderful. Just like Maya's small act of honesty created big changes in her life, your daily practice with English is creating opportunities for your future. Keep listening to stories, keep practicing your vocabulary, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Thank you for joining me today at Storyloom English. Remember to subscribe for more inspiring stories that will help you learn English naturally. And I'll see you in our next adventure together.